You broke me off! God!
There's one right now. We're on.
Oh my God. Oh.
What's up, people? What's up, people? What's up, people? Welcome to KFL Tonight. And I think you guys could tell from not the intro, but the title, what's going on tonight, who we talk to. We're gonna talk with the Oklahoma Outlaws. Y'all gonna get to say hello to the Oklahoma Outlaws. Here we're there about here and see how things turned out from last year to this year, some of the changes they made, and we're just gonna have a little bit of fun talking fishing. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna happen tonight, man. It's Jigmaster. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy to be back. I ain't did one of these by myself in a long time. They took the training wheels off so I can come back on. But we're gonna get these guys on this good looking team of young studs out there ripping lips and taking names coming for 2023. And I think what I heard is that they're gonna go undefeated this season. I don't know. That's what I heard. Everybody who's with us, man, in the comments, tell me where you at, where you watching from. You know what I'm saying? And this is an adult podcast, so you know what I'm saying. Y'all better have y'all adult beverage of some sort. It could be cranberry juice. I got cranberry juice. But we're gonna bring these guys on right now. Just like I said in the comments, just let me know where you hit up where you watching from and whatnot. And then, you know what I'm saying, everybody hit that share button so we can get this thing out to everybody. I'm gonna stop talking. We're gonna bring the squad on. Boom. Got Cayman, Preston, Josh, and Jimmy B. Jimmy B. What's up, fellas?
How's it going?
What's up?
What's up?
Man, it's going. I'm happy to be doing another one of these. And I don't have a dad over my shoulder watching me, so it's just us tonight. We could do what we want.
Right on.
We could do what we want. Anyway, so how's you guys' week going so far? How was your past weekend?
Weather sucks in Oklahoma.
So,
oh yeah, what was it like?
I was out on Bushwhacker.
It's just cold.
And we had white caps and everything. I mean, you'd think I was on Lake Erie. It was so bad out there, all over the place.
All I've heard is bad. Well, can't say bad thing. I heard the fishing's actually pretty good out in them Great Lakes, but I've heard that that weather can take a turn real quick.
That's what it felt like. And I was just on Bushwhacker, which is just a tiny little lake in Missouri. So that's any indicator of how the wind was blowing. It was blowing at like 17, 20 miles an hour.
Oof.
That was all
those days.
Yeah.
I know those days. That reminds me of Kissimmee last year. You were at Kissimmee last year, right, Cayman?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You remember that?
Like no other.
Yeah, man. It was out there blowing like 20 to 30. It was bad. Any of you guys gonna make Kissimmee this year?
Unfortunately, no.
I know.
What about you, Josh? No? Come on. I need some outlaws down there with me to hang out, man. Well, you know what I'm saying? 2023, you guys ready for the season to kick off already?
Can't get here fast enough.
Yeah. You're right about that. What would you say was your biggest matchup last season? Or I guess most fun matchup, however you want to word it.
I think Cayman would say a Bandits matchup.
Yeah, I would say that one.
That's the one you caught your what was it, 25 and a half, I think, or 24 and a half? What was it?
24 and 3/4.
24 and 3/4.
It was a tank.
That was a week.
That was a fun
3?
matchup.
Was that week 3 last year?
I think it was week 3. Yeah.
You see the week 3? Yeah. Because I think I caught my PB the week before you at Sharon Harris, and that was 24. Yeah, 24 for 2-footer, 24 and a quarter. And then next week I was hanging high, man. Then next thing I know, they told me, man, Cayman got a 20, he got 24 and 3/4. I was like, man, god damn it, Cayman. You couldn't just let me have it after, especially after you beat me in the KBBT matchup, I think same year.
Yeah, but yeah, like that. I don't know.
Who's new to what changes have you guys made from last season to this season?
We kept myself, Cayman, David, and Jerry, and then everyone else is new, but I mostly know everyone on this team so far, so we should fish really well together.
Hey, Cayman, Gary wants you to not Cayman, I'm sorry, Preston. Gary wants you to know he made you an Eagles shirt today.
Yeah, I bet he did.
So Jimmy B and Josh, y'all new to the squad this season, huh?
Yo,
yes, sir.
Oh, all right. Well, you know, I don't know if you watched any of these last season, so we're gonna kick it off. Since you guys new to the squad, we're gonna start with Jimmy. So Jimmy, man, if you don't mind, man, just give tell KFL world a little bit about you, where you're from, kids, what you fish out of, just a little bit about you.
Got 2 boys. One's up in Wisconsin. That's where I originally grew up. He's out there doing public relations stuff. And then my youngest son is an 18-year-old Marine, kind of following in my footsteps with the service. I was a special operations guy in the Army, did 3 tours in Iraq.
Hell yeah, brother.
And now I'm the director of Heartland Canines for Veterans. So I help pair veterans with service dogs.
Wow, that's huge, man. That's huge.
Yep, married to an absolutely beautiful wife. I'm in way over my head with that. And she also fishes. We both have Big Fish 103s.
Oh yeah. Your wife goes out too?
Yeah, she fishes too. She's not as competitive as I am. She's competitive with me, but not with the rest of the planet. She likes to put me to shame, and she does. At least she looks really good doing it, so I can't complain. And it's funny seeing her on a 103 because she's 105 pounds soaking wet with rocks in her pants, and that kayak she might as well be on a yacht out there.
Yeah, that's like one of them things, man. Like when people meet my wife, they talk to her, man. I mean, your wife's really nice. She's really cool. I was like, she's nice to y'all.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. So hey, before you go any further, man, really thank you for your sacrifice that you made for your time in, man, and thank your son for what he does, man, in the Marines.
And it's great being in a position I'm in with Heartland right now. We also decided to sponsor the Outlawz Team this year, so we're going to be full on representing Heartland Canines for Veterans all together. So it's going to be an outstanding season.
Who ya? So what do you said you fish out of a Big Fish?
Yep, Big Fish 103.
Big Fish 103, motorized or what?
If you want to call these tree trunks the legs a motor, then yes.
I got you. So you're purist, huh? Out there kicking them with them legs, huh?
I am. It's really not that bad. I mean, running speed, I'm anywhere from 3.5 to 4 miles an hour, so I can get where I got to go. And if I run out of breath, I just smoke another cigarette and I'm fine and good to go again.
Yeah. Hey man, them cigarettes, that's like spinach for Popeye, man. It gives you extra energy.
That's what I'm saying.
Fresh air.
Yeah.
Breath of fresh air, exactly. When you're not smoking, you breathe in the regular air. That's when you're coughing.
Like,
So Jimmy, how long you been kayak fishing, bro?
A couple years now. I started just like I think a lot of people did. I just went and got the Pelican from Walmart and That I realized that my back hates that now that I'm in my mid 40s. So we climbed into the better kayaks, and it's been, I love fishing anyway. So being able to get into that open water in places where I couldn't get to before was just a game changer for me.
Yeah. Did you ever do boat fishing, or you just went straight into?
Yeah. Also, I co-angler with Branson Bass Club right here in Missouri. So I fished with those guys for the last couple of seasons. So I don't have a boat myself. I forgot to go to medical school or take out a big loan for it. So I like the choice of the kayak much better anyway. So it worked out well.
I might have to start. Your new team. Your team might have to be nicknamed Team Beard, man. I'm seeing everybody up in there rocking these beards.
Beards
I
are
like
beautiful.
You know how it is.
I know, right? If I wasn't still active duty, man, I'd grow mine out like that. I intend to in the next couple years, though. It's
I'm
coming.
telling you, when it happens, when you make that transition, it's a beautiful thing.
Hey, man, me and Adam Petrone are certainly waiting for it, but Adam got me beat. I think Adam retires here in the next six months to a year. I got another 2 years left. So
nice. Well, thank you for your service as well.
Oh no, man! Thank you for your support, man. I know we know how it is, man.
Yep.
So,
absolutely.
Are you one of those guys who has every weapon on the boat with you? Go out with 10 to 15 rods, the whole tackle shop in the boat with you, or what?
No, not really. I try to be kind of particular. I mean, I'll roll with my 6 or 7 poles, but I try to limit my tackle box to maybe 5 or 6 boxes, and my little bag of goodies, to get into some trouble.
Yeah. What on a real tough day, man, when the fish aren't biting, you ain't had a bite for 3 hours, you got an hour left in the tournament, and you got to pull one more fish out. What you reaching for?
Probably a shaky head. I feel that could be pretty practical, at least to get one more in the boat if I need to. I'm a runner and gunner. I love being uptight and punching and all that stuff too. So, I mean, maybe even a good just in hitting it with the jig and just hoping for that one little thump. That's all I need.
Now you talking my language. Yeah. Jig.
Mm-hmm.
So you wouldn't say you're a power fisherman or a finesse fisherman. You're just a fisherman. You reach for whatever gets the job done at that time.
Yeah, really. I feel like I've done a pretty good job of being able to assess the water I'm going to get on. I like to pre-fish. I kind of like to try different scenarios. I've really kind of started to explore a lot of the little bit deeper fishing. And when I say deeper fishing, I'm talking getting into the 15-foot range. To me, that's deep.
Gotcha.
And, just slow rolling a football head jig or something like that, or even deep cranking, whatever the good fishing gods require of me, I'm ready to throw it.
I hear you. I recently spent almost 3 months in Connecticut, and I went around and did a lot of fishing out there, man. And I kind of was trying to teach myself how to smallmouth fish and fish deeper water. Like I'm a person, I figured deeper water is like, for me, deep water is like 20 to 30 feet, man. But I was fishing in places where the fish were holding up at like 35, 40 feet. And I was just like, I just felt lost for a little bit out there.
Yeah, that just takes the patience. That's one thing I really kind of had to train myself for, is that patience to, be able to slow roll something if I need to. I think I'm just one of those, just like any other dude. I just want to get out there and just power it through and get stuff. But, when that bite gets tough, absolutely slow rolling as slow as you can, a nice rock crawler, I mean, it can make all the difference in the world.
Yeah, man. So did you know about the KFL last season, or Preston or Cayman hit you up and told you about it?
A little bit. Preston reached out to me. I know his father-in-law really well. I've known his father-in-law for 10 years, and it just kind of happened to be happenstance, that we became friends on Facebook, and I saw him banging out the fish last year and really get into it. I'm like, man, I really need to get to know this kid. So I kind of made it a point to kind of shoot him a message or send him a picture of a fish or something, or talk about what I got going on. I remember seeing one of his posts where he lost one of his oars on the highway or something, and I'm like, oh, maybe I don't want to fish with this kid if he's willing to just throw his oars around. But it worked out. It worked out well.
Well, that's what's up, man. Jimmy, welcome to first off, welcome to the Outlawz. Welcome to the KFL, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Look forward to seeing what you do out there on the water. Let's get in, Hunter, man. Welcome, Hunter.
Hey, thanks.
How you doing, man? You doing all right?
All right, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. So, you new to the squad as well?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Where you from, man? Your accent's kind of interesting.
Wyandotte, Oklahoma.
Oh, you from Oklahoma? Okay.
Yeah.
So you're born and bred Oklahomian. Got you.
Yep.
So Preston, man, Preston Hunter. Won't you introduce yourself to the KFL, man? Tell them a little bit about yourself, where you're from, a little bit about your family, what you fish out of, that type of shit.
Well, I'm not good at explaining myself, but never fished in a kayaking league. This is first time doing it. I've fished in kayaks before, mainly from a boat for the most part. So this is completely new to me. Preston got me into it. But
oh yeah, what are you fishing out of? What kind of kayak?
Well, actually, I'm buying one of Preston's kayaks.
He's fishing out of a Phil Bree Moken 12.5-foot D2.
Ah, is that one of the ones I saw online for sale not too
Yeah.
long ago? All right.
Hunter actually lives like 3 minutes from me, so
Oh, right down the road.
Yeah.
So you guys fish together a lot?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Preston, are you from Oklahoma as well?
yes.
Oh, you are? All right. Have y'all known each other a while?
I've known him since he's almost born, so
Pretty much.
Okay then.
Yeah.
All right then. So being that you're going to be jumping into the competition thing and you're not really used to doing it from a kayak, are you a little nervous about it, apprehensive about some things, or what?
Oh yeah. I'm definitely nervous.
Have you had a chance to go out and put some bigs in the boat yet from the kayak?
No, not yet. Most of my kayak fishing was actually pond fishing. I ain't done a whole lot on the lake, so it's gonna be complete new game.
Yeah, well, I guess the good thing about that, man, is you obviously you've been fishing for a while. You know how to fish, so it'll just be adjusting to setting the hook from the kayak, because obviously it's different from the boat and from the shoreline, and then fighting the fish. To me, in my opinion, it's much more fun to bass fish from a kayak than from a boat, on the stance of fighting the fish and stalking them.
From my experience with kayak fishing in the pond, it's a blast.
Yeah, man. Especially like when you set the hook on a big, you set the hook on it and then they set the hook back on you. take your kayak for a ride for you.
That's last year I was helping Preston do some pre-fishing at Spavinaw Lake. I know it wasn't a bass, but I think I hooked into a carp. that ended up losing it, but it was fun.
Carp gets your especially when you hook one actually in the mouth. It'll have you thinking you got a state record on for about 15 seconds.
Same
Right.
Yeah. Until you start realizing, hey, this thing ain't fighting like a bass. So Hunter, man, what's your favorite technique? What's your favorite thing to throw?
My favorite thing to throw is a fluke.
Fluke.
I love the fluke.
Maybe we should have you challenge old Gene Jensen for the nickname Fluke Master.
Yeah.
I've been throwing a fluke since I was a kid. That's something my dad taught me, and I can't stray away from it. If I do stray away, then I'm gonna throw some spit. But
I tell you what, it won't be hard for you to take his name, man. He's the Fluke Master, but he never fishes the fluke. So we'll just get you on camera fishing, and you'll take over his title. So I'll just say this, man. Welcome to the KFL. Welcome to the Outlawz, man. I'm looking forward to seeing all the new hitters on the squad perform. Your team's first matchup is against the Hurricanes,
Yep.
right? At the away game at the Hurricanes. Did you guys face them last year at all?
Yeah. We faced them on Caddo.
On Caddo. How was that? I know Cayman enjoyed it.
I wasn't there.
He wasn't there.
Oh no?
yeah,
That was me, Jerry, David, and Rob.
Okay. I figured Cayman would have been vying for that one since he had some experience on it from the championship.
Yeah.
Caddo's a good lake, man. I mean, it was my first time fishing this past national championship. I think it was not the last one, but the one before, and it was awesome. I thought it was a great lake. What did you think about it?
I love Caddo. I've fished it about 4 times so far. Any chance I get to go down there, I'm going to go.
That's not that far for you guys. How far of a hike is it for you?
I think I can get there in 5.5 hours, which I drive to Texas all the time to fish anyways.
Oh yeah, you guys are like, y'all are right there with Texas, so you get to go down there and fish all those great places. Any of you guys had a chance to fish OH Ivy?
Yeah, I just came back from a trip down there for 1st of January. Went down there for about 5 days to chase some big ones, and the lake was really, really tough, man. The fish were really shut down, and they weren't biting. So, but it was a fun trip.
Oh man, so you didn't get any bigs while you're down there?
No, I mean, I struggled to catch a single fish, but I did catch a couple, so I didn't skunk. But it was still a fun trip. There's it was a fun. Chris Zaldane and Jimmy Houston and some of those guys were down there at the same lodge as we were staying at, so it was kind of cool to see them and fish around them. But no one caught a big fish that I heard of that weekend. It was fishing pretty tough.
Oh well, how far is OH Ivy for you guys, Preston?
I have no idea.
I'll go ahead, Josh.
It was about an 8-hour, 9-hour drive for me from where I live at in Oklahoma down to OH Ivy. So it was a little bit of a drive.
I feel like an 8-hour drive to go to OH Ivy and possibly catch a 13, 14 pound bass. I think I'd do it.
Oh yeah. I plan on going back.
It's like a 20-hour drive.
Maybe if it gets next winter, if it gets a little colder and the weather sets up a little bit better. I think we just went down there and we went down there for the first full moon in January, with the hopes of catching a big one, but the weather had warmed up and the water temperature all got all the way up to 50 degrees. So the big ones were just shut down, What can you do? Wintertime fishing. They like it when it's cold.
Yeah, man. Wintertime fishing. It can be tough, but it can also be to me, wintertime is one of those times where you could possibly catch your PB. Obviously, winter and then the spawn. That's what I think. Yeah.
Definitely easier to find in the wintertime. They're definitely grouped up a little bit tighter than the rest of the year. So.
Yeah. So, I mean, we'll just roll right into you then, man. I want you to introduce yourself to the KFL. We'll get this last introduction out, then we'll talk fishing and talk stuff we learned from last year to this year, and we'll just, go on about the Oklahoma Outlaws.
Sweet. Well, my name's Josh Massey from Okmulgee, Oklahoma. I started kayak fishing, I think, 2012 or 13 is when I first picked up a rod and reel and fished out of a kayak for like bluegill and panfish and kind of really enjoyed it. And then in 2016, 17, I started fishing for bass and got hooked from there on out. And now I fish full time. So I'm 100% disabled veteran, and so it allows me to get out here and fish full time. And so I spend all my time on the water fishing and competing, and I travel all over the place. I fish the Hobie Bass Open Series last year and the Bassmaster Kayak Series in 2020. So I just kind of chase the tournament trail out there and, do the best I can at trying to spread the message of the Lord Jesus Christ and helping out other veterans. So because that's kind of my main mission, is to kind of let other veterans know how kayak fishing has helped me and how it's kind of been therapeutic for me.
Hell yeah, man. Again, same to you, man. Thank you for your sacrifices that you made for your time in the military, man. And God bless you for what you're doing with how you're going about using your time and spreading that love, man.
Thank you.
So what do you fish out of, Josh?
I fish out of a Hobie Pro Angler 14360. I'm on the Hobie Pro Staff fishing team, so they provide me with a pretty cool boat each year to fish out of, and I'm just blessed to be able to be on the team and be able to be representing such a great company and helping them with what they got going on and just trying to be a great ambassador for the brand. Hell
yeah, man. You know what? I mean, Preston. Hey man, Preston. Josh needs to be y'all public speaker for your team, man. Like he just gets you going with the way he delivers, man.
Hey, him and Jimmy's fishing the most matchups this year, so I'm putting them in front of the team. They get to have the most airtime.
Okay. So if y'all do very bad, you could just say it's Jimmy and Josh's fault that y'all didn't win
Hey.
many games, right?
I'm
Hey,
cool
I'm
with
just
that.
gonna go out there and try to catch fish. That's what my number one plan is. Go out there and catch as many fish as I can. Hopefully, there's some big ones involved in that, but my main focus and laser focus is just to get out there and catch as many as I can during game time.
Hell yeah, man. I feel you. Well, welcome to Oklahoma Outlaws. Welcome to the squad. Did you know about the KFL last year?
I kind of followed it, since its conception. And this last year, Preston kind of approached me, and I decided it could be a pretty fun thing. I fish a pretty full schedule already with our local. I'm a board member for the Oklahoma Kayak Anglers, and we put together about 8-9 tournaments a year, and I try to fish all those along with the Hoey Bass Open Series. So I knew I was going to have a kind of a busy schedule, but I thought it'd be a great opportunity to get out and be on a team and to represent Oklahoma and my sponsors like Oklahoma Kayak and Hobie, and just to get out there and give another platform to what I'm doing.
Nice, man. Nice. Well, we're KFL's happy to have you, man. And now that we got the introduction of the new team members out of the way, man. Let's talk about the Outlaws season last year. So, what was your record ending last year, Preston? You remember?
I think were we 3-5? I think.
Yeah.
Should be right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
3-5.
Yeah,
So
we lost 3 home games. That was rough.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough, man. Like if you look at the competition that's back in the league this year with the new teams, and then just the people being shuffled around. It's every conference every conference stacked for one. For two, I don't think there's gonna be any team with an easy schedule. And then which is just all that means is that everybody's going to have to protect home field advantage, man. So that it just makes it so that much more important this year and last year. I think last year the visiting teams had better records than the home teams, if I recall correctly from last season.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think
Jimmy,
I remember you guys talking about that.
Hey Jimmy, I'm muting you until you come in and whatnot. You got a little bit of feedback on your mic. What was that?
That's because my phone sucks. Actually, I actually got a mic around here somewhere. I could put it on. It'd probably be a little bit better. I'll look around for it while you guys are jibber jabbering.
Jibber jabbering. We'll keep jibber jabbering. I like to throw that jabber jaw. I like it. So those 3 home losses last season were probably pretty damning for the season. You know.
Yeah. Timothy Rock Lake fished so rough late in the summer, and it was just miserable.
Well, it's funny you say that, man. That brings up a great point that I don't think we're really highlighting for this new season. Is that, hey, we're starting off a cool month and a half. About a month and a half before we did last season.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the places that when we start off, the southern places and southern mid to Midwest states are gonna have a better chance to show out than the North. I mean, I won't say than the North, but we'll have a chance to show what we can do when it's not 85 plus degree water temp out there.
Yeah.
So that's got to be exciting, right?
It's very exciting.
Oh, definitely. Catching the very last end of the spawn in Oklahoma can be fun. The spawn in Oklahoma can be a great thing, and being able to maybe have, I think maybe one home game we have within that, very end of the spawn time frame should turn out to be a pretty good tournament.
Yeah, I think so as well. So, Mr. Jerry T, you fished last year and you're fishing this year. How do you feel about the fact that we're going to be fishing about a month early and you get to hit your lakes a little earlier?
Oh yeah, I really like starting clear this year. It's gonna bring on they were saying get more people a chance at the spawn, catch those bigger fish. Put on a better show for the KFL.
Yeah, and that was one thing. This is gonna be our third season. I've been fortunate enough to be with them since season one. That was one thing I noticed the first season that was a huge. I had two huge knowledge things that I learned that season, and one was I didn't really put together that, hey, this is a summer league, and when we get out there, we're gonna be fishing in 90-degree water, 85 plus degree water, which makes, and then even more so than that is if you don't have the first season, if you didn't have the morning game, trying to put up a good bag on that evening game, when that sun's super high and it's 97 degrees outside.
Yeah.
And then going up against teams that put you on, like when you go up on these lakes, and a lot of them were lakes that I really wanted to fish, but again, summertime on a big lake, you got a lot of people out there. You got pleasure boaters galore, and you got the weekenders and everything. And that's a huge thing that I don't think a lot of teams accounted for their first season.
Yeah. And then
I know my first matchup fishing Choke Canyon in Texas, that was horrible. Like that was, Jerry was there. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were there. Oh, it was bad.
But what really sucked was the evening games. When you start at noon, when the fish are already down, not biting.
Exactly. Yeah. Those were the roughest, the evening games. And not only because you're starting at noon and the fish are already they've already did their morning feed or mid-morning feed or whatever it was, but the fact you're getting out there in the heat of the day, and you're just now launching, you're going to be out there 6-7 hours.
Yeah.
That was rough.
Yeah. That matchup was bad. I didn't catch a scoreable fish, and I threw my kayak through the front windshield and had to drive all the way back to Oklahoma with tape on the windshield.
That's rough.
It was rough.
I'm sorry.
I've heard nothing but great things about that lake. I heard there's some really big fish in that lake down there.
If you hit it at the right time, it's probably an awesome lake, but when we went down there, it was not.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anybody other than Josh going to be fishing any of the major trail events this year?
I'm fishing Bassmasters.
I should say national trail events. I'm sorry.
I'll be fishing 3 of the Bassmasters and maybe a Hobie or 2.
Yeah. What about you, Jerry?
No, I'm not going to make any of those.
No, Jimmy?
I'm going to be doing the Slay Nation.
I'm going to be fishing this, and then I'm also fishing the Moyak Trail this year. And that's huge already right now. There's already 100 people signed up for the to be a part of it.
Nice. That's what's up. It's probably going to be better numbers in KF. That's probably going to be better numbers in KBF.
Yeah, it's big already. I want to say they're at 120 that have already got into it before tournaments have even started. That's just to get the membership. So that's not even including the people that aren't going to be members that are going to fish in it. So yeah, it'll be big.
I'm not talking shit about KBF, but I mean, if you paid attention to that stuff last season, you saw. I mean, I think one tournament they had 13 anglers. I think that was the one that Gene won. I'm not saying he only won it because it was 13 people. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying it was only 13 people in that tournament and he won. But yeah, that's pretty big, man. 120 already signed up to be members for the squad for the trail or whatnot. What about you, Kami? You gonna fish bass, KBF, Hobie?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and focus on getting at least 4 Hobies and then fishing the KBF events out west here. Maybe swinging a few of the local tournaments.
I got you. All right.
Yeah.
Kami kills in the KBF, so I can see why he still fits a bit.
Yeah. Cayman has had some good success in KBF.
Yes, he has.
Hey, but that's just a testament to his skill and the time and effort he puts into his craft.
Oh yeah, he kills it no matter where he's fishing.
Yeah, the word is this squad kills it no matter where they're fishing. You got revenge taken back that you're taking out on 2023, right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So speaking of revenge, we're going to week 2. And week 2 looks like you guys are going up against where you at there?
We're going to Conway.
I am. The Hogs are coming to you guys. So this will
Oh
be your
yeah,
first
we're
home
on.
game. Yeah, this will be your first home game. Outlaws come to you guys, and I guess the name of the game this year, to learn from what last year is, don't lose one at home, right?
Yeah, we picked a whole different lake.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, we're not doing
Yeah.
Chimney Rock Lake this year.
Did she not? Did that lake not produce last year during the season for you guys?
Chimney did good at it, but no one else on the team did.
Actually, both our home lakes are new lakes this year.
Yeah, both of them are.
Oh, Jimmy, what's that? What's the little guy's name?
Oh, this is Biscuit. It's my wife's dog. So she's
Biscuit?
fantastic. Yep, she's our terrifying guard dog.
most little dogs scare me way more than big dogs do because
They're a lot more alert too, man. I got a small dog, and they'll let you know of the slightest little. So if something moves outside, a twig breaks, they'll let you know. So they're a good little alarm too.
Yep, dogs are a blessing.
So you guys already got your home lakes picked out?
Yes.
You do? I don't know if you want to announce it or you want to keep that close to the heart until you have to. I don't know. It's up to you guys. You don't have to say what they are.
We're taking the Hogs to Arbuckle.
To where?
Arbuckle?
Oh,
Lake of the
Arbuckle.
Arbuckles.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that lake.
Josh fishes it, so
Yeah, it's a clear water lake. It's got a lot of big fish in it. It was known to be one of our big fish factories here in Oklahoma. It's south of Oklahoma City, kind of in a national recreation area. So it's clear water, rocky impoundment, kind of a highland type reservoir. I think it was built in the 1960s. It's got all 3 species of fish in it. I think largemouth, smallmouth, and spots, and it should be a pretty good playing field. It's got a lot of big fish in it. It's just gonna about finding them at that lake.
Hell yeah! So you said it's got all 3 species of the major species you're talking about. So it's got smallies, spots, and largemouth.
Yeah, I might have to double check my records on the smallmouth there. I think there are some there, but I'm not 100% sure. But I have to go back and look. But I do know they have like world-class largemouth bass. Like in the early 2000s, our local newspapers some of the largest wintertime sacks and summertime sacks were like 40 pounds out of that lake. So there's some really good stringers to be caught.
Hey man, you might want to keep that on the DL. Don't let everybody know that, because you might be having an influx of anglers out there now.
It's a good place. I'm excited to get these guys out there and the other teams and our team and to fish it. It'll be a real fun experience.
All right. So Arbuckle, then is this a deep lake, clear, stained water?
It's clear. It's pretty deep. I would say the average depth is probably 90 foot deep. So like I said, it's a highland type reservoir. So real rocky. It has some shoreline grass and stuff, but mostly a rocky, impoundment clear water. That's in the Arbuckle Mountains. So it's kind of situated in a mountain range, so to speak, if you call our hills mountains. But yeah, it's a really unique lake. You guys should check it out. Google Map it.
I want to come fishing, so somebody invite me.
Hey, come on down.
I just, I'll just give me like a chair on the porch I can sleep on or something. You know what I'm saying? I had a good buddy, guy rest his soul. He passed away last year. He's from Oklahoma. His mother is like one of the biggest, if not the biggest, supporter we have in KFL. for the KFL, but he's from there, and he would always tell me about fishing in Oklahoma, and I was like, man, ain't no fish in Oklahoma, man, ain't no bass there, bro. And he would show me the pictures of all the fish and stuff he's catching there. And I was like, well, maybe I need to get out there. Apparently, a lot of your holes, a lot of your water there is like muddy water.
Majority of it, there's only a couple clear water type lakes that are highland type reservoirs. Most of our impoundments are lowland type reservoirs, but we have a good mixture of both, just depending on what part of the state you fish in. But the majority of the state does have that stained the muddy water stuff. So,
hey, Cayman, Blake wants you to know he sees the hat you rocking.
Yes, sir.
Well, that's what's up, man. So that's week 2, right? So right now we're talking about the Outlaws starting off 2-0 at this point, right? That's what we're talking about.
Oh yeah.
Going through week 2. Okay.
definitely.
Right. And week 3, Outlaws go to take on the Bass Mob. I think we had them on the other day, right? That was Bass Mob.
Yeah, we had them on the.
Any of you
That's
guys?
that's kind of a revenge game for me. I'm going up to face Blake because he beat me with KDBT.
I know. I want revenge on Blake too. First off, I want revenge on Blake.
I have to schedule, but I got week 3 circled right here, Blake. We're coming for that win.
Well, I guess we know which one Preston's got circled on his schedule.
Yep.
All right. Well, Jimmy, I know this is going to be your first year with the team, and I don't know. Do you know any of the other anglers from the other teams at all?
I don't, but I'm sure I'll get nice and acquainted with them. As the season rolls on. I've never met an enemy. I like to talk, and I like to be I'm competitive by nature, but I'm also a friendly guy. And, I just feel so blessed to be in the position I'm in anyway, that I go into everything just looking to have some fun. So it'll be exciting.
So, Jimmy, tell me, are you our Outlaws shit talker? Are you the guy who's gonna be out there talking all the shit?
I mean, I can be. I've been in many roles in my life, and that's one I wouldn't shy away from either. So,
yeah, I mean, I've seen Preston get in a little bit of back and forth a couple times online, but nothing really, like aggressive. It's usually like some friendly banter. Cayman's just
it's all friendly. Blake needs to grow his beard back though.
Yeah, that's how it should be. We're fishermen, we're not out there, trying to take a position. It should be in good fun. I think if you can't have, thick skin and broad shoulders, you probably shouldn't be, competitive fishing, because it's tough enough as it is fighting the fish. You want to try and fight everybody else too. You're gonna give yourself a heart attack at 45.
Bro, I don't know if anybody could have worded it better than what you just put it, man.
Yeah.
You'll find out. One thing I've learned, because I really, really got into the competitive fishing over the last few years, and one thing I've learned is that Blake Powers bring it, and Blake came in and Preston says it will be brought. And I'm gonna bring it too, because I need payback on that as well. But anyway, there's a lot of how do I put this? I want to be political. I want to be politically, but there's a lot of male women in the kayak world.
Prima donnas? Is that what you're saying?
Prima donnas. Yes, we can go with that. There's a lot of, and it's just like you said, it's always friendly banter. Like I talk a lot of shit. I really do, but it's never personal. For me, it's never personal. And I'm just talking shit because I want to get you riled up. I want you to get pumped up to try to whoop my ass when we get on the water, right? And then that's just gonna make the matchup that much more fun for the people watching. Like, hey, these two teams, they're gonna get on the water, they're gonna go at it. Like, Cayman's like, oh, I won't pay back on you, Blake. You shouldn't have got me in that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they want to stick that banter there. And there's a lot of people who take that stuff personal. And I'm just like, why? man, I'm even when I tell you that it's not personal. It's me promoting the KFL and these matchups because this is the most fun I've had competitively fishing is this team format. For me, it is.
Banter is definitely a good form of entertainment. I enjoy seeing guys banter back and forth like you guys do. I'm not one that really partakes in the banter, but I'm definitely one that enjoys hearing it and seeing guys talk back and forth about that kind of stuff. It definitely adds like you said, a little bit more of excitement to it, a little bit more of bragging rights, if you will. And it's always fun to do that if you choose to do it. And yeah,
I just want all you guys to know I don't consider any of you old. I really don't consider any of you old. But all of you on the screen next to Babyface Cayman, you all look like you're ancient.
I feel like it.
Cayman looks like he's 12 years old, man.
Need to grow that beard, Cannon.
That's why I grew my beard.
Still fine.
Cayman's like, that's okay. This 12-year-old's gonna take your money when we get on that water.
I will
take everything. That's
I
fine.
promise you that.
Cayman, I want to talk to you for you a second, man. I would say, and stop. You can stop me anytime if I'm wrong. I will say, you were an angler, a person who was maybe not nationally well known at all, and you kind of burst onto the scene with KBBT. I feel like that was where I learned your name, and a lot of the people learned your name. You burst on the scene with KBBT, and then when the Oklahoma Outlaws came out with their team, it was right around the time, or right after. I want to say either right after or right before, when you went on to burst onto the scene in the national spotlight with the national trail, and it was like, hey, this guy KBBT Cayman, hey, this dude just finishing like the top 10 of the KBF national or whatever. It was like you had like a streak where you were just like boom, 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 boom. You're like in the money for like tournament after tournament after tournament. How's it feel, man? Like you're pretty much like the celebrity for the squad, other than Preston's beard. Other than Preston's beard. So there's big and then you come on last year and you dropped that 24/7/5. It was just like
nice.
Yeah.
That was nice.
So we're gonna get a 25.5 from you this year?
I sure hope so, man. Like that would be awesome. But I'm also shooting to break my personal best smallmouth. That's only sitting at 19.5.
Wow, I mean that's a good smallmouth. My personal best smallmouth, and all of you are gonna laugh at me. Everybody who's caught a smallmouth probably gonna laugh. It was 16 inches. And that was when the Norfolk Privateers went and we beat that ass against the Pennsylvania Bronzebacks at their home lake when nobody gave us a chance. So if anybody from Pennsylvania is watching, it felt really good. Hey, Blackbeard says Rasmussen equals elite. And then you got the cool name, man. Cayman Rasmussen. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, is what it is.
It is what it is. You got groupies? You got some groupies?
I don't think so, but
he's like, no, I ain't got no groupies. Baby, I swear. White.
Yeah.
I swear I ain't got no groupies, baby.
Yeah.
No. So yeah, man, I think I honestly, and not just because I'm interviewing you guys right now, I think you guys are a lot like our team was, a lot like how not the Maulers, the Rebels were like this past season. We caught some. There were high expectations, and we had some rough, not calls, but like rough stuff happen. Lost fish or just lakes fishing terrible. Like I think a lot more is expected of this team this year because the expectations were pretty high for this team last year.
Yeah. Week 1, I lost 3 fish, and we only lost by like 16 inches. So that was rough. Everyone, like the first couple of weeks, no one fish cleaned. and then Cayman and Jerry toured up down in Texas and kind of saved our season for a little bit, and then we didn't finish like we wanted to at Gunnersville.
Hey, Jimmy, I don't know what you did, Jimmy, but we have no more feedback. Yeah. You're good to go now, bro.
Cool. Good.
I'm sorry. What were you saying, Jerry?
Last year.
Say it again, Jerry.
We had some learning curves last year.
And last year you guys weren't with us the first year, right? You guys were new last year, correct?
Yeah.
Me and Jerry fished on the hogs in year one.
And the reason why I bring that up is year one, my team started off 4-0, and we ended the year 0-4. Year two, we pretty much started off 0-4 and ended the year 4-0. And I'm like, all right, well, year three, we gotta have it together this time because we don't went from both ends of the spectrum. It really is a learning curve for this team format. There really is stuff.
Yes, it is.
That's important fishing this format.
Because besides me and Preston, I mean, the other guys haven't done this team format. And there's a learning curve with the communication, learning curve. It's a different ballgame than just going out competing for yourself.
Now, are any of your matchups double dipping into like a Hobie matchup at all, or all your matchups are just independent for KFL? Do you know?
As far as for me, it's independent.
I would say as far as your home games, are you trying to double dip with any national trails?
No.
And the only reason I asked is because the team that came on to replace the Casters, Tennessee came back. Yeah. So we're facing them week 2 on Seminole in Florida.
I'll be there
for the Hobie. So it's like, you'll be there. I was thinking about double dipping, but the new changes that Hobie just came out with, I can't double dip. I mean, I can double dip, but that means I can't, if I'm on fish and I figured it out, I can't tell my guys that, hey, this is what you need to do.
If they're not in the tournament with you, right? I mean, I don't know how I'm not the best at interpreting rules. I just kind of go by
correct.
What it says black and white. So
I would say if they're not in the tournament with me, I can tell them what's happening. But you know what? Vice versa. Even if they're not in the tournament, they can't tell me what the pattern is because I'm actually in the Hobie tournament.
That's very true.
So that's going to be. I mean, for the people who are who really give a shit about rules and following the rules and trying to compete to win to the best, that's going to be a big thing. And I'm not down talking to people who are still going to fucking talk. Bleep the people who are still going to speak. I'm not down talking because it's going to happen.
Oh yeah.
But, if I win a Hobie, I want to win a Hobie on my own. I don't want you to be like, hey, didn't you fish that KFL game? You know what, y'all were talking to each other. You know what I'm saying? But that's just a different dynamic for this season that teams are gonna have to look at. Is a lot of teams like to double dip because they like to fish the national trails, and I think Hobie and KBF both adopted it. So it's like, what do you do?
Yeah.
But Josh, you're good because you're not facing anybody on Seminole.
Nope,
right?
I'm there for myself. I'm fishing for myself. I think we do have a match that week, but I think I told Preston at the beginning of the year that there'd be some times I wouldn't be able to make some matches. Like I think we have another matchup in June when we go to Cayuga Lake that I won't be able to fish that matchup that we have then. But, missing a couple games here and there to go fish some other trails. It's, I think we got a good enough team that it will be all right,
Did I just hear you correctly? Are you guys going to Cayuga?
Yeah, the Hobie Bass Open Series is heading
Josh.
I'll be up there fishing an event, and the Oklahoma Outlaws will be back here or in Arkansas, wherever we're at, fishing that matchup.
Gotcha. I thought you were saying the Outlaws were going to Cayuga, and I was going to be like, what?
Yeah.
I need to join the Outlaws because I want to fish Cayuga.
Yeah, we're stacking the lakes this year.
Yeah.
Hey, Cayuga's, that's one of those bucket list lakes, man. You know?
Yeah, that's the main reason why. One of the reasons why I'm going that far to hit that one driving from Oklahoma is I'll take it a little bit as a vacation, go up there, pre-fish for a while, and then after the tournament, maybe go up to St. Lawrence and fish the St. Lawrence River for a little bit, and then make my way back home. So more like a vacation / working tournament type thing.
Oh, look at that! Look at that! That's Cayman. Let's go down this squad. We got Cayman, right? We got David. Is this correct?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I want to be. Then we got where's Josh at? There he is. Oh, look at you! You ain't have no beard in that one, man.
No, this beard came this last year. I haven't shaved.
Keep the beard. Keep the beard. All right.
I think I might trim it though. I think it's a little bit out of hand. I'm getting a little bit of gray into it and stuff. So I think I might trim it up, trim it down a little bit. But
if you think that's out of hand, go look at Steve O'Brien.
Yes. Oh, yes.
His is like.
Yeah. Look at Steve.
This is awesome,
dude. Right now you got like this Seth Fighter thing going on, bro. Just rock with it. You might have people coming up to you asking for an autograph.
Hey, I like llamas. What can I say?
Captain Redbeard himself right there.
Hey, I'd like to throw a plug out there.
Hold on. We got a plug going out there. Let's go.
For Preston, if you like that beard, you can go to Three Bells, get their beard calendar there. He's in it.
I am in that.
We got somebody who just invaded our chat. We have an intruder alert. Intruder alert. What's up, Mr. Nosar?
Man, I'm just sitting there watching you do your work, bud. Have you gone over the schedule yet?
Just a couple weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, briefly.
Go ahead, Mr. Nosar. You want to go over the schedule?
I don't want to bring it up, man, because these guys get to fish some pretty cool events, man.
Yeah,
right now we're on week.
We just talking about beating Blake Powers up there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Week 4 is where we're at right now, Greg.
Oh, week 4. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Eagles, man, that's gonna be a tough one. Those guys, man, are freaking. They came out firing last year, but that's gonna be a fun one.
Yeah,
I don't know where that one is.
I don't know.
Wherever it will be, we're gonna come out swinging. That's for sure.
Gary said he's still working on permits or something like that.
Right. Yeah. Wapanaka is what they're trying to get from. It's a WMA, so they have to.
Yeah, where Joel catches all his giants.
Exactly. Yeah.
I know you got a really good looking person up there on the banner, though.
There you go.
Yeah.
Looks serious, man. Looks serious. Yeah, man. Week 5. I mean, you guys are going to the man. You got a back-to-back. Road trip. It's gonna be tough. Outlaws. Go to the Eagles, and then you go back to Arkansas. You're going to the Hogs, man.
Yeah, we go back to Conway.
Back to where, Preston?
I think Conway.
That's awesome.
Is that where you? Awesome. That's where you fished him at last year, right?
Yeah, I came and beat him on Conway.
Conway was fun.
Yep. Gary, breaking news. No permits. It will be St. Francis or Black River.
All right. There
you go. Good stuff, man. Week 6, you guys are home.
Yeah.
On the Eagles.
We're gonna have that on Okomogi Lakes.
Right on.
Sweet.
Is that like a string of different lakes?
It's 2 good lakes separated by a dam. Like Josh can explain it. He fishes it almost every weekend.
Right.
It's two separate impoundments connected with about 3 miles of creek in between. It's drinking water reservoirs pretty much, but they've been managed for trophy bass again. So they're great places to fish and have a lot of great water. So it'll be good event for sure.
Right. Gotcha. And then man, the Knights come to town again to you guys. Fishing you guys there at week 7. This could be a huge game for you guys, man, and for them.
I have that one circled as well.
A little revenge.
I saw that, Preston.
Yeah.
I saw that on your board, actually.
Yeah, a little revenge.
Yeah.
Right on. And then week 8 is man, you guys finish at home against the Hurricanes. So yeah, man. I mean, you guys have a tough schedule, man. I mean, may God have mercy on your soul.
We got a pretty good crew this year. I think we're going to be able to handle ourselves at home.
Right on. I mean, that's the name of the game. You got to protect home, right?
Yeah.
So.
I mean, we talked about it. Like last year, if you won all your home games, it'd be a completely different record.
I feel we got a real strong home team this year.
Right. So I want to get Cayman on here real quick, man. Cayman, I got a question for you, man. You going to Florida?
Yeah. I'm not going to Florida. I wish I was, but I'm not.
We already talked about this.
Aren't you in the 10?
No. I got DQ'd, remember?
Oh, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that pain.
It's like, I got somewhere to go.
Yeah. So that's right. You're in the national championship, man. You were like in top 10, right? I mean, you were like number 3 or something like that, right? Going into the championship.
I was sitting right around like 10th, I believe. Wasn't top 5, but I was like 10th, 15th, somewhere right there.
Okay, so explain to everybody
12.
what happened. You were at the KBF National Championship, Kentucky Lake, right?
Yes.
Explain what happened.
I mean, really, it just came down to I didn't fully look at the Tennessee laws for lights is what it comes down to. I went fishing day 1, and I guess one of the other anglers had taken a picture of me and reported it towards the end of the tournament, I assume. I had my 360 light on, but that was it. I didn't have my red and green lights, and at that time I didn't know that you had to have red and green lights. The angler, somebody at the ramp on day 2 said, "Hey man, you're supposed to have red and green lights." And I'm like, "Oh shit." So I waited till it got light on day 2, and they still reported it and everything, and it was totally the right thing to do. And I mean, it just came down to I made a mistake.
Yeah,
I didn't look at the rules.
You were in though, right? You were pretty much in the 10 until that DQ, right?
Yeah, I mean, they had announced it on day 2 of the tournament that I was in the 10 and everything. And then on day 3, before the awards started to announce the national championship, Amanda called me and was like starting to ask me questions and told her everything. And yeah.
You took it a lot better as a man than I would have, man. I mean, you're a good sport at that, man. I mean, I was, because I had a conversation with you afterwards, and you were so classy about it, man. I mean, my hat's off to you. I mean, a lot of people wouldn't handle the same situation the way you handle it, man.
Yeah, appreciate it. I was frustrated, and I was like, I could, try and sneak by with it, but it was just like, it's not worth it. It's going to come out either way.
That's okay, man. You know what you do? You go out and win a bunch of those tournaments this year and get back into the 10.
Right.
Yep.
I do have a question, though, and I'm not trying to stir the pot here, but
here we go.
I'm just being point blank. You had a situation where obviously a state law was broken. Your kayak wasn't up to standards of Coast Guard or state laws, right? But I also found out that if you are on the Duck River and you're waiting on the Duck River, that's considered private property, which is again against state law. But they allowed that to happen, but they DQ'd you for your kayak.
I had no idea about that. But yeah, that's kind of just another, I guess, gray area.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
All right. Greg's trying to stir the pot.
No, I mean, that's the truth, though. But so here's the deal. Like, what's good for one is good for all, right? If you're going to be consistent in rules and you're going to enforce a rule, especially in the Cayman situation where it cost him a spot at the 10 house, and obviously he should be heading down to Florida, that's a big deal, man. I don't care what anybody says. That's a lot of money. Put in a lot of effort and time. He went to Florida prior to that. Him and Cody did very well. Put him in a situation to where he was able to go out to California, Clear Lake, do very well out there in the KBF events. And because of, honestly, a missight or technicality, yeah, I mean, by the letter of the law, it's a DQable offense, but at the same time, what happened at Kentucky Lake, there was plenty of DQable events with a lot of people,
Yeah.
Well, that's why
I can't speak for KBF, but I can speak as an angler that it's very important, no matter what organization that you fish, that you read every single rule and every single sub rule in the rules, to make sure when you do fish those tournaments and you are doing good, that something like this doesn't happen. So as an angler, it's our responsibility definitely to read the rules.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, you got to be,
Yeah, for sure.
As I said, there's rules that you have to abide by, right? There's rules that obviously they're there for a reason. It's not subject to gray areas. I mean, the rules are supposed to be black and white. But again, you have to have consistency in. Let me just say this. I'm just going to point blank say it. You can't allow a guy just because, or several guys just because of their name, get by with things, and then somebody else who's not as quote unquote popular, you nail them, right?
That's correct.
I mean,
that's not right.
Look, I didn't come out here to start crap, but that, that's just how I see it.
But it's okay, because this is not KBF, this is KFL. We hold every angler to the same esteem. All of you guys are hammers. All of you guys are awesome, and all of you will get that ass whipped if you break the rules.
That's it, man.
All right, so it's been we've come up a little bit past an hour now, and I want to give you guys a chance. So Preston, won't you give talk about your sponsors that you guys have, and your social media for your team, and then I would like for each team member, if you have a social media account, if you have something that you want to put out there for people to follow you guys on, just put it out there.
Our biggest sponsor is Heartland, and Jimmy can tell you all about that. He runs it. That is going to be our focus point this year. They're an amazing organization ran by Jimmy, and he does an amazing job at that.
Well, Jimmy, why don't you give us a little rundown of that organization?
So first, look at that picture that goes with the name. That is a
badass picture, man. Flat out. That picture.
Welcome.
So Heartland Canines for Veterans, like I said, I'm the director of, and we provide service dogs to veterans at no cost. They go through our process, whether it's PTSD or mobility issues, stuff like that. We've got our vetting process for the veterans and for the dogs. And right now, national average for service dogs between $10,000 and $30,000, and our mark is right at about $18,000, and we provide that to the veteran at no cost. So, as a nonprofit, everything we do is looking to raise money to help more veterans. I know we've got a bunch of veterans on the team, a bunch of veterans within the kayak community. So I kind of looked at this as it's my purpose, one, to help veterans, and two, I believe, all kayak fishing is a great platform and release for a lot of us veterans, and why not pair the two together?
Right on, man. Warhawks, very proud team to be a part of, man. Our owner, Jim Johnson's a big, giver to veterans. And the back of our hats here, man, it says, I don't know if I'll show it to you. I think you'll really appreciate this, but it says 22 a day, 22 is too many. He's a big believer, in supporting veterans and soldiers, man. I mean,
it's awesome.
22 a day it means that 22 soldiers commit suicide every single day. Battling demons, man.
Yeah, and this is a great chance for us to kind of spread that message too. As being the director of Heartland, I just recognize the fact that any opportunity that I have, that I've been given to help spread the word, because I support many nonprofit organizations and veteran organizations. Obviously, this one's near and dear to my heart. My service dog's currently in training right now, and I'll be ready by event time. So she'll be with me everywhere I go.
Awesome.
So to me, it just means everything, and if it creates a conversation for me, like I look forward to having conversations with a lot of guys from different teams and stuff to help spread the word. That Heartland Canines, we're nationwide. We'll help veterans wherever they are, and we'll make it happen.
It's awesome, man. Good stuff. Good work, man. Good work. Speaking of veterans, we've got James Ridenour with us, man. What's going on, bud?
Not much.
There you go. There's your beautiful face, my friend.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go, man. Good stuff. Good to have you, man. How's your back doing, man? I know you were out for a little bit. How's the
That
medical?
was my side.
That was your side. Okay.
Yeah, that was my side. It's doing a lot better now.
Good deal, man. If you guys don't know James Rittenauer, he fishes a lot with KBBT. Absolute hammer. Just absolutely rips through the bracket like nobody's business. And man, it's good to have you with the KFL, bro. Good stuff.
Yeah, I've been wanting to join, and Preston brought me on this year.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's good to have you, dude. Well, Preston, finish it out, man. Finish it out with your sponsors, bro.
Our second one is Green Beard Gardens. He has 3 or 4 local shops in like Grove and Jay, and then Tulsa Kayaks or Oklahoma Kayaks. They have a store in Tulsa and Oklahoma City. Josh is a staffer on there too, and they do awesome work. I'm fixing to go get my new kayak from there, which is Josh's old kayak actually. And
Right on, man.
that's about Naughty Reels Outdoors. I'm on their pro staff this year, and so is Jimmy. They're sponsoring the team. He does awesome on jigs. But I looked at some, and Jimmy uses them, and they are incredible.
Very cool. Good stuff, man. Anybody else?
I think my sponsors are let you guys know about my social media and stuff. You can find me on YouTube and Facebook, Josh Massey Fishing for Freedom. I'd like to thank Hobie Fishing. I'm on their local dealer pro staff team, so I'm very blessed to be able to be part of that. I'd like to thank Oklahoma Kayak for what they do for all the guys in Oklahoma and the kayaking community here in Oklahoma. And I suggest if you guys need anything, definitely to go on there to their website and look at them. They have very competitive prices, and they ship all across the country. So definitely go online and check out Oklahoma Kayak. And just want to let other veterans know how great of a outlet kayak fishing can be. It's helped me, and you guys just, if you're a veteran, definitely check out getting a kayak and just getting out on the water or talking to someone. And like Jimmy or I, when you see us out at a boat ramp somewhere, and thank you for having the KFL.
Great message, man. Robert, I'm going to let you close it out, bro.
Oh, well, appreciate it, boss. Appreciate you let me come back up in this here. Hey, no, really. When we close out, I want to close it out this way. What do you think is a successful season for the team this year? And most people always be like, undefeated, we're going to win the championship. No, but there it is. Never mind. Let me put that in big.
That's the goal.
Do that one more time. One more time. KFL Cup.
I'm gonna check it off when we do it.
All right, he's got the box there. So you guys have the rest of you should. He just put you all on notice that you have a lot of work to do, so you can get y'all to that KFL Cup. It's not an easy road. It would be a tough road to get there. But say, what is a successful season for the Outlaws look like this year?
I definitely want to go 4-0 at home.
Yeah.
And just have fun and learn. That's what I'm here for, really, is just to become a better angler. Get up there with Cayman.
I got you. I think a 6-2 season would be awesome.
6-2.
That'd be awesome.
I could see 6-2. Looking at your schedule, it's just like normal fishing. Like stuff has to fall in line. Sometimes when you set the hook on that big fish, the line doesn't break and that hook holds, and you get them in the net. And sometimes you set the hook on that big fish and the line breaks and you don't get them in the net, but you get to see them and it hurts your feelings.
Yeah.
What about you, Cayman? What does a letter of success look like for the Outlaws this year?
Well, I think just making it in the playoffs, because you make it to the playoffs and you got as good a chance from there on to go take the cup as anybody.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I agree with that. Making the playoffs is a big deal.
It is a big deal. Making the playoffs, you cash a check. You know what I'm saying? So not just to cash a check, but it's like for me, like the money's whatever. It's not even about the money. Making the playoffs, you know, you're one of the elite teams in the league that year. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So that's a big deal.
Yeah.
What about you, Jimmy? What do you think? Jimmy's not muted, right? No, you're not muted. We can't hear you, bro. Oh, you are muted. Greg, that was Greg. That wasn't me. Oh, you muted yourself, Jimmy. You have to unmute your mic.
I did.
Oh, okay, cool.
I think obviously I'll echo what these guys said. Also, everyone coming home safe. You know, none of it's worth getting hurt or worse out of it. You know, making good friends along the way. I love the banter and all that good stuff. And then also I wanted to echo one thing real quick on the Naughty Reels Outdoors on their jigs. Right now, what's awesome is if you use the code KRO22 or 30, it's KRO22, I want to say, 10% of that goes to Heartland Canines for Veterans. So they're also giving back that way. So, you know, you hop on there and use that.
Oh, I wish I knew how to do this. I would put it on the screen. You said KRO.
So if anyone wants to follow me to get that code, I'm just right under Jimmy Burgess on Facebook, and you can just add me on there. And I want to say it's KRO22 or 35. It's one of the two. I know my number's 35, so he might use that. But yeah, if you go on there, 10% of whatever you get on there goes to Heartland. So all that adds up little by little.
I'm going to assume this is the right Jimmy Burgess because it says we have 25 mutual friends, and one of them is Preston Griner. So I'm going to add friend. I got it, and I'm going to order my jigs under that. Because Jig Master never has enough jigs.
They have a Heartland jig that Jimmy helped create. It's bad.
Yeah, it's a swim jig. So it's red. It's got the red head. It's got white and blue in the tail. So it's red, white, and blue. It's called the Heartland. So in that he's donating even more to Heartland for that one. So.
Hey, listen, Jimmy. I'm gonna need you not putting those specifics out there because I feel like what you just said would be a killer on the lake that I'm gonna fish for this KBF event. So,
Fair.
I'm gonna message you. We can talk about this. All right. What about you, Mr. Ridenour?
Well, Preston, part of this throughout the season, Preston getting less camera shy.
Yeah, I am. I'm very camera shy. I'm nervous.
Are you camera shy, Preston?
Yes, I'm very nervous.
You don't look nervous. I don't see sweat rings. I don't see any of that.
I am.
I'm
gonna get some lessons from my boy Marcus Coates. That
hey,
it's all in good fun. It's all in good fun, Preston.
Marcus is my homie, man. I still mess with Marcus. I still talk to Marcus. I love me some Marcus, man.
Oh, me too. But man, he knew how to. He wasn't camera shy.
And y'all both had red beard too. So
he looked pretty. He just put the camera on him.
Yeah, he wanted it on him.
I think the camera brought the best out of him. So, yeah. So, Mr. Ridenour, what do you think the color of success is for this season for the team?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, the playoffs. I know we're a younger, we're a bunch of thrown together teams. Thrown together a team. I think making the playoffs would be huge for us this year.
I think you have an opportunity to do it. Fish clean. Do what you guys. It seems like all of you know how to do. From just talk to you, you all know how to fish. So protect home. I feel like 6-2, you have a great chance of making the playoffs.
Yeah.
Protect home. You have to be 4-0 at home because home should be the easiest games for you because it's home. It's not guaranteed win, but it should be the games where you're going to catch your fish. You know, sometimes people catch bigger fish, but 4-0 at home and go, 50% on the away games, I feel like you put yourself in a great position to make the playoffs.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I hope to see you there because I would love to face you guys because I want to come.
We'll
Actually,
be there.
if we face you guys, I won't come there. You'd have to come there because we're going to be 8-0. Yeah,
Yeah, there we go.
I'm kidding. We're not going to be 8-0. We're gonna give it our best. But everybody watching, man, thanks everyone for sticking with us. Thanks for the comments. Thank you for sharing the feed. Oklahoma Outlaws. This team, I feel like this team is gonna be a sleeper team this year. Like everybody's kind of writing them off because of the record from last year, but I think Oklahoma Outlaws are gonna do quite well this season. Look out for them. Let's get it. 2023, man. We're what? About 3 months away from the kickoff. 3 months away from the kickoff.
Yeah.
Yep.
Are you guys planning to do any tune-ups, like any preseason games against a team?
I'm not sure. I think maybe the Southwest, maybe Kyle Burns will put something together for us.
That's somebody who I want to go face is Kyle Burns, only because dude be putting up some I'm thinking of Kyle Schroeder. I'm sorry. One of them be putting up like crazy videos of food that they be cooking and they be looking awesome.
I'm down for any 1v1 matches anybody wants to go up, preseason wise.
There we go.
I'll go 1v1 with you.
All right.
But you're pretty far. So we got to meet in the middle. Because we're kind of far from each other. Guys, thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having us.
I appreciate you guys coming on. Appreciate you for being easy to have this sit down with, this video with, and I look forward to seeing what you guys do. And I would love to fish against you in the playoffs because that's the only way we can fish against each other. So we got to both make the playoffs.
Look forward to it.
Let's do it.
Good luck in 2023, fellas.
Well, for both of us then.
Yeah, I know, right?
Same to you.
Good luck in 2023, fellas.
Thank you.
And that was your Oklahoma Outlaws. Be on the lookout for them. Thanks for sticking around, everybody. Later.
All right.